A grizzly bear can bite down with over 1,200 pounds per square inch, enough to crush a bowling ball. Its claws can gut a moose in one swipe, and at full sprint, it can outrun a racehorse. In the forests of North America, almost nothing challenges a grizzly and walks away. But the world is bigger than North America. And out there, in oceans, jungles, and grasslands, are animals that wouldn't just survive an encounter with a grizzly bear, they'd win. Today we're ranking 10 of them, from the surprising to the absolutely terrifying. Stick around for number 1, because it's not even close. Before we start, let's set the baseline. An adult male grizzly weighs up to 800 pounds, stands over 2 feet tall on its hind legs, and has been recorded running 35 miles per hour. It's one of the most powerful land predators on the planet. So for an animal to make this list, it needs serious size, weapons, or both. Let's start at number 10. Number 10, the American bison. At up to 2,000 pounds, a bull bison outweighs a grizzly by more than double. Add in horns that can deliver a bone-crushing impact at 35 miles per hour, and you've got an animal that doesn't run from bears. It charges them. In Yellowstone, rangers have documented grizzlies backing off after bison stood their ground, and there are recorded cases of bison goring bears that got too close to a calf. A grizzly might win a one-on-one ambush, but a healthy, angry bison bull? That's not a fight most bears are willing to finish. Number 9, the walrus. Up to 2 tons of blubber, armored with skin nearly 2 inches thick, and armed with tusks that can grow over 3 feet long. Walruses live alongside the grizzly's closest relative, the polar bear. And here's the thing, polar bears almost never attack a healthy adult walrus. Why? Because a single tusk strike can puncture a bear's hide straight through to the organs. If a grizzly somehow found itself face-to-face with an angry walrus on an ice floe, those tusks would turn the fight into a very short, very one-sided event. Number 8, the Cape buffalo. Nicknamed Black Death across Africa, this animal is responsible for more hunter deaths than lions, leopards, and elephants combined. Its boss, the fused horn plate on its skull, can take a direct hit and barely flinch, and its horns can flip a full-grown lion into the air. Cape buffalo are also famous for something almost no prey animal does. They hunt down the predators that attack them. A grizzly that wounded a Cape buffalo and tried to retreat might not get the chance. Quick reminder before we keep going. If you're into deep dives like this, hit subscribe, because numbers 3 and 1 are going to surprise a lot of people. Number 7, the white rhinoceros. Weighing up to 5,000 pounds, more than 3 grizzly bears combined, and capable of charging at 30 miles per hour, the white rhino's horn isn't just for show. It's a battering ram made of compressed keratin, strong enough to flip a vehicle. Its skin is up to 2 inches thick enough that a grizzly's claws and teeth would struggle to do meaningful damage before the rhino's sheer mass ended the encounter. This is less of a fight and more of a collision. Number 6, the saltwater crocodile. This is the animal with the strongest bite force ever measured, over 3,700 pounds per square inch. That's enough to shatter a bear's skull in a single bite. Saltwater crocodiles hunt using ambush and the death roll, dragging prey underwater where land animals, even ones as powerful as a grizzly, are completely out of their element. A grizzly's strength comes from its legs and claws on solid ground. Pull it into deep water with a 1,000-pound crocodile, and every advantage it had just disappeared. Number 5, the hippopotamus. Hippos kill more people in Africa than lions, leopards, elephants, and buffalo combined, and they're not even considered predators. An adult hippo can weigh over 3,500 pounds, opens its jaws wide enough to fit a person inside, and bites down with nearly 800 pounds per square inch of force. They're also extremely territorial and famously aggressive, charging anything that gets too close to the water, including boats. A grizzly defending a kill near a river could find itself facing an animal that doesn't retreat and doesn't stop. Number 4, the African elephant. The largest land animal on Earth, weighing up to 13,000 pounds. That's the equivalent of 8 grizzly bears. Elephants have been documented killing lions that threatened their herds, using their tusks and on sheer body weight. Against a grizzly, an elephant doesn't even need to use a weapon. A single charge and the bear's strength, claws, and bite force become irrelevant. At this size, it's not really a fight, it's physics. Number 3 on Midori. The Siberian tiger, also known as the Amur tiger. And here's where this list stops being hypothetical. In the forests of the Russian Far East, Siberian tigers and brown bears, the same species as the grizzly, share territory. Researchers have documented tigers actively hunting and killing brown bears, including fully grown adults, by ambushing them and targeting the neck and spine with a single precise bite. At up to 700 pounds with the stealth to get within striking distance before the bear even knows it's there, the Siberian tiger isn't just capable of beating a grizzly-sized bear. In the wild, it sometimes does. Number 2, the polar bear, the grizzly's closest living relative, and its bigger, meaner cousin. Polar bears can weigh up to about 100 pounds, nearly double the size of an average grizzly, with the same crushing bite and devastating claws, built specifically for taking down prey far larger than themselves. In situations where polar bears and brown bears have come into contact, the polar bear's size advantage has consistently proven decisive. Same weapons, same fighting style, just more of everything. That's a fight a grizzly doesn't win. And number 1 isn't even on land. The orca, the killer whale. Stay with me here because this one's wild. Orcas weigh up to 12,000 pounds, hunt in coordinated pods, and have been documented killing great white sharks, one of the ocean's most feared predators, in a matter of minutes. They're intelligent, strategic, and ruthless hunters with virtually no natural enemies. Now, a grizzly bear and an orca would never cross paths in the wild. One lives on land, the other in open ocean. But if we're talking pure power, size, and killing efficiency, an orca could end a fight with a grizzly bear faster than almost anything else on this list. If a grizzly was ever foolish enough to swim into open water where an orca was hunting, it wouldn't be a fight. It would be over before it started. So there you have it, 10 animals that could go head-to-head with a grizzly bear and come out on top. Some of these are pure hypotheticals, but a few of them are happening in the wild right now. Which matchup surprised you the most? Drop your pick in the comments, and if you want more deep dives into the animal kingdom's deadliest encounters, subscribe to NatureCrest and hit the bell because we're just getting started.